Cub Scouts, welcome back to another week of virtual meetings. Yay! So we're going to start this meeting like we've been starting all the other ones. So first we're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance. So I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And then we're going to switch to doing the oath. So Scout, sign up all the way up. On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country, and to obey the Scout law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. Now for the Scout law. A Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courageous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. So today for our meeting, we're going to be going over Tiger Bites, which is a lot of fun, and it has to do with food and being very interactive with dinner time and snack time and just being involved with your parents whenever it comes to them preparing food. So it's really good, and I hope you're going to enjoy today's meeting. So at the beginning of today's meeting, I had the outline for Tiger Bites and what it is and what you need to do to earn the adventure. So to start off, we are going to start with the first requirement, which is required. Remember, the first and second are required, and then you have to pick two other ones out of the 6 that you want to do. So to start it off, we're going to be talking about three foods that you think would be good choices and 3 foods that would not be good choices. So right here, I've made a list. I have the good side and the not so good side, because really everything on this side isn't bad, it's just not as good for you to eat. So first we have sugary drinks, which sugary drinks are like Kool-Aid or sodas, and some juices, because they're not 100% juice, they have corn syrup and stuff like that in them, so it makes them very high in sugar. So good alternatives are water, lemonade, and tea. Next on the list we have pizza, which everyone loves pizza, and pizza is not a bad thing to eat. There's so many things you can put on pizza, which makes it amazing. And plus you have like Domino's and Pizza Hut. You even have Little Caesars, that's a good choice. And there's one where you can go in and you can order it and you watch them make it and then you cook it at home. And I love that one. So another option is to make your pizza at home, which is very cheap and simple. You can buy all the stuff at H-E-B. And I try to do this at least once a week because it's a healthy alternative than buying pizza from Domino's or Pizza Hut and stuff like that. Because you make it at home, you know what you're putting on it, and it's really fun. I encourage you to do this with your parents because you can make little designs with the pepperonis. You can put whatever you want on it. It's very fun. So next we have white bread. So white bread isn't that good for you because the bread is bleached to be white. Bread is not naturally white. And so a great alternative to that is eating whole wheat bread. And whole wheat bread can come in really good flavors. Like they have like a honey crust flavor or oats, just something that's a little bit more, that's better for you than the bleached white bread. So then you have sweet cereals. So an alternative to the sweet cereals like Lucky Charms and Cocoa Puffs, those are very good. I love them. They're so good. However, you can switch them up with some like oats and fiber cereals, and some examples of that would be like, just have some Cheerios, which can be really good. You can mix in like strawberries and blueberries with the Cheerios, which is nice. It gives it a little extra flavor. Or you can do like a Life cereal that comes in a bunch of different flavors, and they're still really healthy for you. Like my favorite's cinnamon, but they also have an original, and they have a couple other flavors that go along with it. And this is the same. You can mix in blueberries and strawberries, and it's very good and delicious. It's just a nice alternative to, eating something that's very high in sugar first thing in the morning for your breakfast. Which there's nothing wrong with that, but doing it every day, it can make you feel very sluggish, and it's just too much sugar in the morning. So next on the list we have fried foods, fried, grilled, and broiled foods. So an alternative that can be air fried, like air fryers that are very popular right now, that can be an alternative. Or you can like bake. Instead of frying, you bake it. Like you bake the chicken instead of frying it, you bake the fries. Or you can even, instead of using just potatoes, you can cut up carrots. You can make carrot fries. You can make sweet potato fries, which are very good. I highly recommend them. And those are just some, alternative options to eating it fried. So then you have cake, cookies, and other pastries, which, everyone loves cake and cookies. It's great to indulge in. I indulge in cookies or cakes whenever I go to the store. I always buy like one sweet thing, and that's like the one sweet thing that I have. But a good alternative to that can be Greek yogurts you mix fruit in with. You have like fresh fruit that can be really sweet, and then some dark chocolate. Because if you want to be like a little bit more healthy, you can eat dark chocolate because dark chocolate's better for you. So then we have ice cream, and a good alternative to ice cream is to make it at home. And there's so many creative ways that you can do it at home. You can even put like heavy cream in a baggie with some salt, and you can shake it with some ice a bunch of times, and you can make it at home like that. Or you can look up other ways to make it. It's very easy to make at home ice cream, and it tastes delicious, I promise. So requirement number 2 on our list to talk about is very important, especially during the time of COVID. It's on how to wash your hands and wash them properly. So you want to wash your hands for at least 30 seconds at a time. And whenever you're washing them, you want to make sure that you're not just running it underwater like this with a little bit of soap. Because if you only wash your hands like this, then the outside of your hands are not being cleaned. The side will still have germs. So when you're washing, you want to do like a motion like this, but then you also got to think about your fingers. So you want to wash your fingers. So then you just want to make sure that you're getting your fingers crisscrossed. You want to go like this with your thumb. You want to pull up on it so your thumb gets washed. And you just want to keep doing that for at least 30 seconds. You want to make sure that your whole hand, even your wrists, everything is getting washed. That is very important to remember that, because if you're just going like this underwater, then only your palms are going to be clean. So then the germs that are on the rest of your fingers and this side of your hand is just going to spread. So it defeating the purpose of washing your hands basically. So just remember, you want to go for 30 seconds, and you want to make sure that you're getting in between your fingers, you're getting your thumb, you're getting the outside of your hand. You just want to be very thorough, especially during the time of COVID. And whenever you're going to work with your hands, like eating food, you don't want to contaminate your food with the germs that are on your hands. Because if you have germs all over your hands, then that's going to pass to your food, and then from your food to your mouth, into your body, and then it contaminates your body and you get all those germs inside you, which you don't want the outside germs to get inside. So the requirement on number 3 is that you need to show, the difference between a fruit and a vegetable, which can be kind of confusing whenever you're first learning it, because fruits and vegetables can seem similar, but they're actually very different. So I have it written here, what's a few different characteristics of a fruit versus a vegetable. So with a fruit, it's usually sweet and fleshy, and it has seeds inside, which is very important. All fruits have seeds. And then fruits are almost always sweet unless they're not ripe. Because if you eat a fruit that's not ripe yet, it's going to be sour. Like most berries, like strawberries, if the strawberry isn't ripe yet, it's going to be very sour and they're not good. And strawberries are supposed to be sweet. And then another characteristic is fruits come in a variety of colors. Like they come in red, orange, yellow, black, blue. Like they come in a lot of colors, versus most vegetables they're only green, or except with carrots or potatoes, those are the only exceptions. And so characteristics for vegetables is they do not contain seeds, they're mostly green, and they can be salty, sour, bitter, or sweet. So they have a variety of taste than just being naturally sweet with fruits. And I also have a few examples, which obviously this is an apple, which is going to be a fruit. So we have the apple, which is a fruit. Then I have an orange right here. And then for a vegetable, I have, if you put it on a sandwich, it's a vegetable. If you don't put it on a sandwich, it's a fruit. You wouldn't want to put banana and strawberries on your sandwich with some lunch meat. It's different if it's like banana and peanut butter, but something you wouldn't put with meat, you wouldn't usually put fruit with meat. However, there is an interesting exception to this rule, is the tomato. So the tomato, you guys might think it's a vegetable, but the tomato is actually a fruit. It's more in between, but it is classified as a fruit because it has seeds. So this little buddy right here is the weird exception to the fruit and vegetables. So for step 4, we have you want to have ways that you can help around dinner time, which is really nice because I bet your parents would appreciate it if you did help them. It'll be a really nice thing for you to do. So I put a list together of a few things you can do to help around dinner time and around the dinner table, even in the kitchen when they're preparing dinner. So they can set the table, like put out the cups and the plates and all the utensils. You can bring out the napkins. You can, first off, I mean, obviously, you can ask what they want help with, and they'll probably love that you're wanting to get involved with cooking. And so you can mix the ingredients, you can chop the food, and you can just prepare everything. Like, you can read the recipe to them. You can even pick out the recipe for dinner if you want to do that. And so you have more control over what you're eating, and it's really nice to help. So then you can clear the table after dinner time, and you can gather up the cups and utensils. You can oil the pan, you can arrange the foods on the table, and you can even do the dishes. You just want to help out your parents, which would be really good during this time, especially with everyone being home. It can be very stressful on the parents to be taking on this extra responsibility 24 hours a day. So for number 5, we are going to be going over foods that you can eat with your fingers. And so we have asparagus, you got cheese, you got fruit, you got dinner rolls, pizza, corn, tacos, and popcorn. And these are just a few things that you can eat with your hands. It's usually like snack food, except for like a few dinner options with like pizza and tacos. But so you have chips that you can eat with your fingers, or you have bagels that you can eat with your fingers. You can, like I said, with popcorn. There's a lot of options for stuff that you can eat with your fingers. It's just, if sandwiches, you can eat sandwiches too, but you don't want to eat like noodles with your hands, or you don't want to eat anything like kind of pasta with your hands, a soup with your hands. Like that's just not, you don't want to do that. It's not proper manners. You want to use a fork or a knife or spoon with those kind of items. You don't want to get your fingers dirty. So for requirement number 6, you have the option to make a snack. And so I wrote down a few of these that can be really good snacks that are healthy to make at home. So you can do homemade flavored popcorn, and that's very simple. You can pop the popcorn, and then you can add like butter, like your own butter on top, your own salt. Some people do like curry powder. You can do like a feta cheese. You just be very creative. You can even do some caramel and chocolate, caramel chocolate and some kind of peanut. Like there's lots of option with popcorn, and I highly recommend it you can do that, and you can watch like a movie and have a little movie night with your popcorn snack. So then you have yogurts, and yogurts, you can get any flavor yogurt, but if you get a plain yogurt, you can put like granola in there, and then you can also put any kind of fruit, like berries go really good in yogurt, but you can also put like banana or apple if you want to. And trail mix. Trail mix is a really good thing to make, and it's a lot of fun, and it's very simple. You just need some raisins, some peanuts, some other kind of nuts because you want more of a nuts. You can do M&M's, some marshmallow. The sky's the limit with trail mix. You can make so many different kinds, and it's a great thing to do, especially with it being so sunny outside right now. It'll be a great thing to make and then go on a hike afterwards. So then you have smoothies, and smoothies are a great snack, and you can blend anything together to make a smoothie. You can even blend in like kale or cucumber with some like strawberries and blueberries, or you can just do fruit. So you can do bananas, pineapples, mangoes, anything really can go in a smoothie, and they're all so delicious. And then you have some banana oat cookies, which these are really good. You can also do like a peanut butter cookie. You can really do chocolate chip if you want to. Just, it's a good little snack. So then you can do some ice pops, and with it getting hotter and the summertime coming up, the ice pops are a really good idea. And you can do strawberries and kiwi or granola bars, which are very good, and they're very healthy. They go with the trail mix for you to go on a nice little hike on the sunny day. It's really good. And so these are just some options for some snacks that you can make at home. But really, anything can be a snack. If you enjoy it and you like eating it between meals, it's a snack to you. So you don't have to go on what I'm suggesting for you to do. You can really, sky's the limit with what you want. Everyone eats different things. I eat different things than what y'all will eat. And you just want to like keep that in mind. So you don't have to do everything I do in the video. You don't have to do everything that I talk about. I'm just giving you some ideas that help you and guide you towards the path of what you're supposed to do to be able to earn this adventure. So that's all for this week, that is our meeting for Tiger Bites. It's all about food and being healthy and nutritious. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed it, and we're going to be having more of these virtual meetings coming out. So just make sure to keep following us and just keep up to date on your badges, because we want you to still earn those during this time. I hope everyone's being safe at home, and especially do step 2 where you wash your hands, because that's a very important thing that everyone needs to be practicing right now. So bye, stay safe everyone.